Hi, I'm Lou, parts manager at Mercedes-Benz in Linden. We have a common question that gets asked of us all the time, so I'd like to help you out if at all possible. Customers are always inquiring on how to change their remotes, the batteries in their key remote. So I've gotten together 4 different types of keys here because they're all done just a little bit differently, and we're hoping the video will help you out a little bit better than just trying to explain it over the phone. So I'm going to start with the newest style Mercedes-Benz key, and on that style you'll notice that there's a triangular panic button on there, so that if that's the style key you have, I'll show you how to do the change out of the battery on this one real quick. This one's a little bit simpler than most of them. On the top of the key itself there's a little slide bar there, and once you slide that over and take out the remote access blade for your car, all you have to do is, if you look right down into this groove of the key, there's a place just to stick this right down inside there, and as you do that you'll notice that that back will just pop right off. Then it's just a simple matter of getting your old battery out, putting a new battery in, and you always put the positive face up. You just slide it in that way and the cover pops right back into place, and you slide your blade right back down into place and you're good to go. So our second style key, it's got a round panic button. This one's a little more complicated. You start in the same way by sliding that same slider bar across the top there and getting your blade out of the key. And once you've done that, this one down inside has a little gray slider piece, and on that one, on this one, you're going to take the short end of your blade and stick it down in there and slide that mechanism to the side with your blade. And once that's slid over, if you put a little bit of tension on it, the whole top
Steve? They're not here yet, so.
So the whole top piece slides out as one big mechanism. You can see that once you've got the cartridge out, it's an empty cartridge inside except for the circuit boards. And you may see when you open this up that you have 2 batteries, you may see 1. When you only have 1 in there, it usually means you've got the keyless remote, and so you probably know that already. So if you don't have keyless remote, you're going to need 2 batteries. If you do have keyless remote, if you do have keyless remote, you're only going to need 1 battery. But then your batteries just slide out from underneath the brackets, and again on this one, positive side up on both of those, and then you very carefully just slide everything back together. Here's a little older style version. Not a lot of these around anymore, but there is still a lot out there that are still functioning. So again, just like on all the others, you've got a slider piece up on top, and when you slide that over, your blade comes out. And you got kind of the same thing going on as you did on the other one, is that when you slide that out, you've got your key remotes in there. You want to be really careful with these older ones. This metal bracket across here can be very fragile, and you don't want to mess with that too much. So be real careful taking your old batteries out, putting your new batteries in, again positive face up, and then everything just slides back into the same place that it came out of after you replace those batteries. If you got an older ML, or if you've got a Sprinter van, your key will look something like this, where the blade just pops out when you push the button. On those are real simple. All you've got to do is open up the blade and then take this back portion and pop that off, and the batteries were right inside there. And again, you're face up with the positive side up, and everything just pops right back in once you've got those replaced. If you have any more questions or you don't feel like that's something you can do, come on into Mercedes-Benz of Linden and we'll help you out.